me, sister, I love you, but you can keep on trucking.
Mm-hmm.
You look better going with that fat ass. Look at that fat ass. You look better going. Get the stabbing. Cause we not doing that at all. But
Yeah,
hold
but
on, stop for a second. Run that
I
ass back.
really it's something about a man who understands some of the old fashioned ways. Like when I think about my grandfather and my grandmother was a old hustling lady. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
My grandmother was hustling from Jamaica before she even touched U.S. soil. That lady had my family just told me my grandmother had a whole cake baking business. She was making baked goods. She made cakes from scratch. She made patties from scratch. She made rum cake, bun cake, all kind of shit from scratch. And she came to the US and she was doing that plus. You know what I'm saying? She had a house in Jamaica, bought a house in the US, and bought a house in Dutch and Boston, and later on hustled and grinded to another property in Florida. So I come from hustling DNA. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's something about like when I look at her and my grandfather's relationship,
Mm-hmm.
my grandfather, as much as my grandmother hustled and got it on her own as a woman, my grandfather was the old school traditional man. Like, no matter what my woman is doing, I'm getting to it and I'm bringing it to the crib.
Most
My
men
family don't
will.
have to want for nothing. He chuck off her the money to her.
Most
He know
men
that them
will.
bills finna get paid. And
Most
that
men
food
will.
gonna be on the stove when he get off work. And them kids gonna be well dressed and go to school and have their books and have their nooks and their crannies. Period.
Most men will though. Most men that I know, uh, I'm talking about the men that's in this bracket. They don't mind giving. You know what I'm saying? I don't been in relationships where the person when uh uh really paying for anything. I pay for everything, and I'm talking about I ain't had a whole lot, but I was in a position where I could do something. I mean, it messed me up in the back end because I lost discipline. But most men, we want to be able to provide what we can and not be demeaned if it don't reach a certain dollar amount. Because a real man ain't gonna give a fuck about that shit anyway. Like
Right.
if that's what it gotta be for you, then you not for me anyway. But for most men, satisfying that particular thing, if